Welcome back, everyone, to a new Let's Play.
Message available.
Well then, I didn't know about that. It's been a long time since I've actually played Sword of the Stars. I think I actually played it before version 1? No, that doesn't make sense. I played a much earlier version though, so a lot of the changes I'm not going to be up to snuff to. Anyway, welcome to my new Let's Play of Sword of the Stars The Pit. Originally, Sword of the Stars was an RTS, I think? Or turn-based strategy, I don't know which. I heard it was very good though. I wouldn't know from my own experience, sadly, as I never actually played it. Although I saw someone else play Sword of the Stars, The Pit, and I loved it, and I always like playing roguelikes, so I decided why not. For this new Let's Play, we'll give this a shot. I think I'm giving you conflicting information. I've played this a lot. A lot. A lot. The variances in color and symbols here will make sense in time. I don't feel like explaining anything just yet. Anyway, before I do anything else and spoil more of the game, let's go and play the tutorial for you.
Move it or lose it, ape. Movement keys are WASD, just like in the good old days. Now hold that ass before I kick it. Be a gentleman and open that door for Sergeant Gunny. It isn't locked. Just walk right up to it. It'll open.
I can say one thing, it looks like the graphics were updated.
Looks like some dumb bunny dropped some goodies on the floor.
Right. At least this is good news. I at least slightly remember how to play this.
That door on the other side of the room is locked. Try using that keycard you picked up to open it.
If I remember right, it'll just automatically do so. Yep. Hence why I never pick up keycards.
You'll be needing some gear.
I mean, this is in fact a roguelike of the highest order. Everything is based on chances except movement.
Time to learn some survival skills. There on the floor you got some taco war bread and a piece of cooked meat. Pick it up now, ape. Waste not, want not. Go on over to that cooker in the corner and open it up. Take your bread and your meat and put it in the cooker. Once you got them in there, hit craft.
One of the simplest recipes in the game. Thankfully, the game is nice enough to give the recipe to you.
Now that's what we call a good old-fashioned sausage. That's good eating, ape. Out in the field you can find kinds of machines that make all kinds of useful stuff. Weapons, gizmos, food, you name it.
And here's the reason why all those messages have different colors and symbols.
We did not feed you before you started this exercise, Ape. Look over on the left side of your HUD. The blue display tells you how hungry you are.
Just out of humor, I'm letting you listen to his voice because it's just amusing. And sadly, it's the only time you ever hear it in this game.
Looks to me like you're feeling a little peckish.
Food lasts a very,
Let's
very
try a
long
little
time.
combat training. We've got some nice, harmless target dummies over there against the wall. Put on your war face and show me your best melee attack. All right, Ape. You smacked that dummy good.
What gun do I have? Oh yeah, I have a pistol.
Good shooting, Ape. That is one target dummy that will never threaten the galaxy again. Alright, Ape. It's time to play with some of the fancier toys.
And you have a voice that drips with sarcasm. Oh, and before I forget to mention, this series will never have push to talk on. So if you hear random noises in the background, it's more so attributed to me either drinking, eating something, or just doing something or other.
Take a grenade and throw it over there. If that grenades get thrown to any location you want, not just at an enemy. They'll blow up everything around the square where they land. Keep this in mind before you throw one into a crowded bus.
I'm sorry, old habits die hard. I just rather would skip his speech than listen to it.
Now switch to your assault rifle, Ape. Let's try some real rockin' rollin'.
It's as cliched as it is
Lay
sarcastic.
some fire on those dummies over there. With an assault rifle, you can take 3 shots all at once. You can put all 3 shots into the same target, or pick 3 different targets. That's some good firepower right there. Careful though, that gun burns ammo quick.
As a forewarning, you will almost never see this. And by never see this, I mean you're never going to see me use this gun. Why? Well, when the actual game finds out, you'll see.
Alright, switch to the shotgun and take a shot at that cluster of targets. See that? When you use a shotgun, your main target takes a hard hit, and his neighbors will share his pain. It won't hurt them as bad, but it'll still hurt. Great gun for taking out a cluster of weaker targets. You do not want to be nibbled to death by baby Zool, space monkey.
I knife baby Zool pups for breakfast.
You've got a locked door. You can't open it with a key card, so you're gonna have to pick the lock by hand.
This entire setup can be completely keyboard driven or mouse driven. I'd prefer a mix of both, but yeah, I'm trying to stick with pure keyboard so my mouse cursor doesn't end up in an
Well, looky
absolute...
there! More toys for you. Pick that up and put it in your inventory. is a biomod. Our buddies from the Lear Alliance cooked these up. These pill-shaped ones are for weapons. Once you break the seal, you can attach these to your gear.
As I was saying... I don't remember what I was saying. Congratulations, game, you made me forget again. This biomod is designed to alter the function of a weapon in a positive way. Unfortunately, some colored biomods have malfunctioned, so you won't know if this one is good or bad until you identify it or try it. Add it to the shotgun. And just more accuracy.
Close enough.
Oh, was I supposed to run on my pistol? I'm sorry.
This biomod is a good one. It makes your gun more accurate. But biomods don't always do nice things. Sometimes Leotech will bite you on the tail. Hard. Biomods do random stuff. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. All you get is a color code. Always make note of the colors. Moving targets now. These robots are gonna pretend that they are real enemies, Ape. Just like the creatures you are gonna run into. Look lively. They'll hurt you if they can. That's two. Good work, Space Monkey. Those robots are down for the count. When you take some real damage, check your health. Look over at the red display at the bottom left of your HUD.
I don't need to heal. That's why I used a shotgun. Fine. Fine, we'll waste a medkit. Are you happy?
You just found out how door trap works. Aliens really like door traps. Pay attention to the color of the traps. Different colors do different things, and you want to remember the color of the bad things. Sometimes they even do good things. But no, not this one. What we've got here is a scale model of some of the technology that we've managed to recover from an alien facility. These machines are alien med bays. You activate them and they heal up some damage.
You'll never see something with a computer skill that low.
Be careful about using every alien device you see. Some of these machines can be pretty nasty. If you don't have the skills to activate them correctly, you might get burned. Alright, Ape. One last thing. There's a little icon right beside your health and hunger on the HUD. It looks like a little data box. That is your SOTS Dex. He's your little digital buddy. He'll keep track of all your kills, weapons, items, and any decoded messages or recipes that you happen to figure out. Click on it and have a look.
And now to scroll through a lot of the things I'd already discovered. And as a forewarning, I am not going to delete any of these. I'm not going to destroy all the data I have on this. I play on normal difficulty, and in all honesty I can say the game is slightly unfair when it comes to it, but then again most roguelikes are to people like me. Assistance is going to be appreciated, constructive criticisms and such that would help me get through this game, but I've yet to beat it once. I've gotten fairly far though, but I have yet to beat it on normal difficulty.
Hinge spike.
I haven't even bothered building half of these items. Oh, and for those wondering, these letters here, it's a simple substitution. Groups of them usually mean certain letters in the English language, but you have to take your time. I'd have to take it out of my time to decode them, and I don't feel like doing that. Just a few examples. Anyway. And weapons. Oh boy, the weapons. Loads of weapons, but I've yet to even be able to use them effectively. Usually by the time I get some of these higher level ones, hint hint, I always end up dead before I get to use them effectively. Quite sad really, but you can't really avoid it in this game. Death is common. Life is cheap.
Adamantium resin.
And then the monsters. There's a lot of them. I haven't even seen them all. Oh, and I don't think they even appear in my Zots decks unless I've killed them at least once. And I'll try to show them as they appear in the Let's Play, whether as an... I might actually do some editing with this one. It'll be either as an afterthought, and that I just happened to notice that I didn't pay any attention and a monster decided to appear, or I'll just add it in on my own time. Next episode. Anyway, here's the log. It will show you everything that happened on the current floor, starting from introduction to end. These are the number of turns that passed by. General damage dealt, damage taken, yada yada yada, and awards, which are just achievements. That's how many squares you've taken, you've walked across. There is no manual, sadly, with Steam. But yes, here's basically the achievements I've gotten to. Survived past the first 5 floors on normal and first 10. Did not make it to 15, nor 20, nor 30. Never mind, I haven't even made it halfway. Yeah, this game is tough even on normal. The furthest I think... Actually, we'll look at my scores and eventually figure it out. And then there's 3 separate classes. Item-based achievements and certain other... Item-based achievements and certain other achievements based on actions you've performed. Which are also spoilers.
Also, it acts like a black box, recording a whole lot of other data for Soulforce to review, should anything you know happen to you. Looks like we're about done here. Just remember, when clearing out enemy bases, they are divided up into floors. When you feel like you've secured a floor and there are no more hostiles, head on down to the next level. Alright, Space Monkey, I've told you everything I can. You're looking good. Walk tall, read the Soulforce manual, then head on out there and do us proud.
Okay, that didn't help at all. There's still that problem, but... Start a new game to test your skills. Yeah, I've already tested them. But anyway, I'm not going to start today, mostly because, once again, I'm recording it late. And I was still in this limbo state where I was deciding whether or not to actually do this, and I decided to actually go through with it. But just show you how much time I've actually spent. Let's see. High scores. Starting with this. My highest ranking scout. Level 14, floor 14. So close to floor 15. Ended up being killed by something or other. I think it was one of the acidic enemies. Second highest was an engineer on normal. Floor 13. Scores significantly less. And, you know, it kind of just goes down from there. You will hopefully never see me die on this floor, unless something heavily out of depth happens. But this game likes to do one thing, in that it just seems to be ramping up in difficulty constantly. The more and more I play the game, the more and more I think that they keep putting enemies out of depth. And an out-of-depth enemy, for those who are wondering, means an enemy from like a much lower floor that they're not supposed to encounter until later. They keep putting those earlier and earlier, just because I keep gaining access to more potential recipes to make, which... It's okay, I prefer it not to do that, but I don't think I can avoid it. At least that's what it seems like. But if I were to start a new game now, on normal, You have 3 separate classes to pick from: Scout, Marine, and Engineer. I am not going to do a Marine unless it's a very specific occasion. But anyway, Travis Hudson was honorably discharged after the Second Battle of Mjolnir. He chose to retire on the rough frontier world of Arbuda IV. While building his cabin in the Feldspar Mountains, he met and fell in love with Tamiko Hoshinara, a beautiful young scientist. As a former Marine, Hudson has the highest might and average finesse, but he might be a few marbles short in the brains department. His combat skills are still sharp. And loads of starting equipment. Engineer. Tamba Mabal is a ground forces engineer assigned to help build colonial infrastructure on Abuda 4. He is very good with technology and excels at crafting, computers, and electronics. He has high brains and good finesse but low might, which will limit how much equipment and loot he can carry. And then our scout, Toshiko Hoshinara, is a pilot in the Seoul Force Scout Corps. Her twin sister, Tamiko, disappeared while doing classified research on Abuda 4. As a trained scout, Toshiko is fast and has high finesse, good brains, and average might. She has light combat skills and some basic training in technology and medical skills. Short and sweet, Marine's your toughest person, but completely idiotic, imbecilic. Engineer, highest brains but incredibly low might, and of course limited inventory space, which you can't boost through might as much as this implies it. No matter how much you raise your might, your inventory space is not going to improve. And then Toshiko is just somewhere in between. And of course is one of the ones I most commonly play unless I'm going for a run to get more messages. These items will make sense when I actually start playing. Now then, as for recipes and such, I have a lot. I have yet to make half of them. In short, I haven't made this. I have not. This one has eluded me forever. I was only just recent. I think I stopped playing this after a breakthrough. I was playing a scout, and I just acquired a large amount of resources from clearing out a base, and for the first time ever I managed to find a song screen. I ran back over to a station to build an item, and I got the Rosetta Brain. At the same time I had 5 separate messages that I had to decode using a decoding skill type, and then decided, okay, why not? Build the Rosetta Brain, which I actually discovered it was the Rosetta Brain, and then discovered it was my favorite item in existence, just from what it does. So can I find it? I want to find it. Come on. Come on. Where are you? Oh, don't be this jerkish to me. I want to show off what I was able to luckily get.
Weapon, biomod, yellow.
Come on, I want... There it is.
Rosetta Brain.
Charges 5 of electrical charges. Basically, it's a translation device, and I was so happy when I finally got that. It put a lot of hope in what I was working for. But anyway, that'll be it for today, as this is just a tutorial video and a few explanations. And until next time... Oh, final note. I am planning every video to get as far as I can, and then whatever I get to will be the starting point of the next one, unless I die, in which case the video will just end at that point. So it's basically going to be faster than light. But these videos will probably be much slower than faster than light on sheer dint of the amount of time I'm going to have to spend resting to avoid having to use healing items. But anyway, hope you've all enjoyed this set. This has been Brain by 20. Let's play Sword of the Stars, The Pit, and I'm signing off.